Coffee.
Things are good. How's Scooter and Jerry?
Doing well.
I am
Good.
wonderful.
Yeah, me too.
I am wonderful. Having a little technical difficulties on the main end, but we're going to get this resolved real quick.
Okay, I'll do the gabbing, you do the fixing. How's
There
that?
you go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome down on the corner. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Jerry Hogan, Scooter Callis, and we got a lot of folks in the studio. Hello to my buddy Alan over there, and came down to watch us do the program this morning. And so, I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You got your Brewed Awakening. He's the odd man out over here. You notice?
Some people aren't refined in this world.
Water. Water for breakfast. Water.
It is what it is.
We are.
Look at that.
There.
You're
told
so
you.
good.
I told you.
Actually, he's got a genie in a bottle. He just rubs that thing. You need three wishes. Please fix this thing. At
There we go.
least
I'm
the
in it
circuit
to win it
breakers
now.
are on today.
I'm in it to win it now. I'm doing good.
What was it? 2 weeks ago here. Click, 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 like 8 breakers throw.
Oh, all at one time.
You want to see him move fast?
You talk about trying to reload a show quick, man. Hey, but we were up. We got it up.
We're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee here. Hope you're doing the same thing as you heard in the introduction. There's 3 locations to serve you. Bomber Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness, the best coffee in town. How's yours today?
Good, and you can come right here and have a cup.
Well,
too.
come on down and join us for coffee sometime. You know,
Brewed Awakening
just
coffee.
bring your razor, because after my coffee, you have to shave your nose. It kind of grows on you.
Boom,
And your
boom,
toes.
Are
boom.
you
and
bouncing
your
that thing
Boom.
around again? He has so much fun with that little thing.
All right, here you go, Jerry. Batter,
hit
batter,
it.
batter,
You want
batter.
to swat it?
Come on, batter. Swing,
There you
batter.
It's out of here.
Brewed Awakening coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening coffee, all you're drinking is just dirty water. Right?
Gotta have a little fun.
Yeah, I gotta have a little fun. It's Monday.
It's
Pardon me
Monday.
while I have some coffee. How about the Roller Funeral Home logo there?
I bet I got it.
There you go. Roller Funeral Home brings the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller
Bet you
Funeral
I don't
Homes
got it.
of Arkansas. It still says Brewed Awakening.
Well, I know it says Brewed Awakening.
Four
and,
score and 7 years ago.
So we don't have that logo at the moment. Brewed Awakening or Roller Funeral Homes.
Roller
talk about
Funeral Homes of Arkansas.
What's going on there, circuit breaker?
Well, I hit the close button instead of the one button, so bring it back
okay.
in is
He's working on it. Yeah.
yeah.
Roller
that's
Funeral
go
Homes
ahead.
of Arkansas. Very proud to have Roller Funeral Home family on as a sponsor for the morning prayer. With all our respect from Roller Funeral Homes, they serve the state of Arkansas very, very well.
They do.
You know,
and they've done a great job.
When Brad
around
was here, we talked about that. You know, that's not the type of business you want to have to buy into, but sometimes you will. And when you go to Roller Funeral Homes, you get the very best of that service across the state of Arkansas. Right?
When the Lord gets ready, you got to move.
I know.
There you
That's
go.
it.
So, and I'm so proud of these Mountain Home Christian Academy students. We've got Addie Blackwell this morning doing our morning prayer, and they have to get up. Can you imagine getting up that early in the morning, come down here to do a morning prayer?
Yeah.
But they do it day after day after day. Mountain Home Christian Academy, 424-6622. They teach no Common Core, and they take no government money. Well, they'd be a hard time getting government money today if they took it.
I'm with you.
I just
there.
slid that one in
You-
there.
you
Checks
just
in
went
We're
the
there.
safer
mail.
now anyway.
You just went there.
Morning prayer by Addie Blackwell, Mountain Home Christian Academy student. Addie, are you ready? Okay. You can go ahead and pray.
Lord, just thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for my church, and thank you for Jesus dying on the cross, and thank you for my family. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
That was
That is
awesome.
so good. Addie Blackwell, Mountain Home Christian Academy student.
You rocked it.
Can you imagine the education those kids are getting at Mountain Home Christian Academy?
It's awesome.
It is
They're-
so
they're-
good.
It's such a wonderful, wonderful program, and I've had a chance to work with them on a few things, and they're a wonderful program.
Yeah,
Really
it
are.
really is. Once again, if you can help them financially, they take no government funds. Seriously, no government funds. This is all private donation. If you can help them, 424-6622, Mountain Home Christian Academy here in Mountain Home. They're just off the bypass on Glenbrier, I believe it is.
Yep.
And so, Well, how about this weather? I put on Facebook last night. I said, well, last week was a snowstorm. Now it's a tornado watch till 4 a.m. Next week it's a swarm of locusts.
It's that time of
What's
year.
that mule's nose of yours doing over there?
Oh, that mule's going in circles, man.
Apparently.
Trying to keep
My
up.
goodness.
He ain't going. That mule's nose ain't going to get it right at all.
I think you need to hit
telling you right
reset on
now.
that mule.
Oh, that mule just goes with the flow. Can't stop a tornado.
Your local weather brought to you by your take two. Morning weather brought to you by your local hometown Sears store, locally owned and operated. Tools of all kinds, appliances, you name it, they've got it. Some recreational items as well. Your local Sears store. Love Sears.
Did you go by this
I-
weekend? You
no.
go by almost every week. You
At
go by a
least, I
couple
gotta-
times.
yeah,
so I gotta
I mean-
ask.
Yeah.
Did you get your shot back yet?
No.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. All the listeners are.
I
anxious to
guarantee
tell.
you, once I get it, you guys will want to borrow it.
No, I have one.
Oh, you do? From Sears?
I believe
I
so.
believe mine's from Sears too.
You better check. If not, I'm going to turn you in to the Sears police.
Okay.
He's head of it. I'd be careful.
49 degrees in Mountain Home, 46 at Harrison. It's showing rain at Hardy. I don't think so. I think it's moved all the way past Mississippi River. 51 at Hardy, 39 at Mountain View, 45 at Yellville, Arkansas, Marshall at 39, Calico Rock at 49. Poplar Bluff, Missouri on Highway 67, 55 degrees. Branson, Missouri on Highway 65 is at 45. West Plains at US 63 at 160 at 50 degrees this morning. Well, Watford City, North Dakota is where we were last week. They're at 4 degrees, and Anchorage is warmer yet at 15.
Well, that's
That's
about where
fantastic.
things should be, because when things were reversed and we were colder than them, there was something wrong. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is, and I hate to get off the screen because this is when we look the best right now.
Yeah.
It
And we
sure
got Jerry
is.
covered.
Peek around those temperatures, Jerry. And we'll take a look at your radar. Look at that big old low pressure system. It's basically right over Missouri. You can see that big old counterclockwise swirl. We got showers from the Gulf of Mexico that follows the Mississippi River up. It's moved a little bit farther east now since about 6 o'clock when I first checked it. From Arkansas, the east part of Arkansas, west part of Tennessee, well, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, moving into Indiana. It tees off and goes east and west there at Chicago. So you get showers that go east all the way over into Pennsylvania, New York, and goes west over into North Dakota, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. How's that?
See that on the western side by around Nebraska? That's
Yeah.
snow. That's going to swoop down and hit us again, buddy.
Did your mule's nose tell you that?
No, I'm looking at the radar. I can
Well,
tell
how's it going to swoop down out of Nebraska?
you. Just look at it.
It's
man.
moving east.
Look at
I
the
see it. I
top.
see it.
It's moving southeast, so it's going to hit us.
I'm not believing your mule's nose anymore.
He said it was
I'm
going to
out.
snow on Christmas Day, too, and it snowed on Christmas Eve.
Pretty close.
It didn't even snow. You had 2 snowflakes fall.
I saw more than 2.
His nose ain't that sensitive.
I saw more. And if you count the ones with the Obama stickers, I saw more than 2.
Here's the radar stop from western Tennessee. You've got shower activity along I-40 in Tennessee between Jackson and Nashville. And this goes all the way up into southern Illinois, just east of Mount Vernon on I-64. And for Arkansas, right now, it looks like all highways are clear. So let me hit that. No, I'm wrong.
No.
East Arkansas getting scattered showers from Jonesboro, well, basically from Corning all the way down to Greenville, Mississippi. I-40 east, and that'll even affect Highway 62 and 63 and Highway 67 over there in northeast Arkansas.
Yep.
I did not know that.
There we go.
So,
Roads are slick.
what do you got on community calendar? We got Chamber of Commerce banquet
yeah, man.
Thursday.
Yep, 25th, Chamber of Commerce.
What time?
Well, Dale, the Chamber of Commerce membership meeting review 2017 will recognize board members. If you want more information, call 425-5100.
What time?
Okay, let me check. He's
Get all
looking
technical about this.
Thursday, 6 p.m.
I thought
at the
so.
shed. Are you going to be there?
Yes, I am.
Did you? I never saw you respond back to Gil.
Oh,
He
well,
said he's going to get us some tickets.
Yep.
He personally responded.
Oh, they're in that kind
He
of
don't like
situation.
that group text.
Gotcha. And then January 27th, Big Creek Golf and Country Club, you have a Texas Hold'em tournament $100 donation will get you in the game, and it includes lunch time, 11 a.m.
There you go.
Saturday.
What else we got going on?
Well, today you can go to the library and color at 10 o'clock.
You gonna do that?
No, I'm not. I got stuff to do.
Oh,
He did it last time.
He did it last time. Well,
Yeah.
that was.
We never did get to see the finished result, though.
Oh, man, it's a 4.5-hour masterpiece. It's in a frame hanging on my wall with lights.
I'm not going to go there. I'm staying out. We got a show to do.
We got a show to do. Bob Recktenwald Sports coming up. We got the head basketball coach of Mountain Home Bombers coming in, I believe. And so we're going to we better take a break. I'm out of coffee. This is a minor emergency. I'm out of coffee. Be right back.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys, and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Hello.
It is 7:15 on this Monday, January 22nd.
Welcome to Kick Scooter.
That's every day. What are you talking about?
No, that would be Beat Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Bob.
Well, you know,
I'm glad that I'm doing better.
Yep, you're looking better.
I'm not good, but I'm doing better.
Yep.
And I'm excited for it because the news I got last week wasn't very shiny, but we're doing better. Hey, before we get started, guys, let's, if you don't care, let's take a silent moment for the Watson family. Yep. For the second time in 2 years, they've lost a son. And I've known this family since Eric was a young boy, and
I still call him Coach.
And I knew both of their boys coming up through Mountain Home Youth Football. And tragedy has struck their family yet again, and they've lost their only other child. So if you would, just a couple seconds of silence, we'll be carrying on from there.
Mm.
Thank you. Hearts, thoughts, prayers go out to the Watsons, and we'll go on from there. This morning we've got Coach Fulcher with us, head basketball coach, Mountain Home Bombers. Coach, you've had some pretty good successful runs so far.
Well, we've been playing better. Been playing better after Christmas break. Of course, a big part of that is getting to be able to play at home. We went on a big stretch there at the very beginning of the year. Our first game was at home versus Paragould, and then we went on a long stretch where we're playing several tournaments. And and another factor is I think we're starting to gel as a team. Some guys are getting healthy again. We're down without a couple of our key guys, and they're starting to get in the mix, and we're really seeing the maturation of some other guys that have had to step up in some roles, and we're playing a lot better. We're playing a lot better, that's for sure. Finishing games.
So right now you're in a three-way tie for first place.
We are,
in the 6A/5A conference.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Friday we lost to Greenbrier, which. We knew going into it we've got our hands full, but it's really similar. Just this whole conference in general. If you have a bad night or don't play well, you're not going to win. And but that's the exciting part of it. I don't think you don't deserve to win if you don't play well. So,
right. There's no gimmies in this conference.
Absolutely. And so now Morrilton, they're 5-1. So and us and Greenbrier are both 4-1. Now we've beaten Morrilton. But this thing's about to roll back around, and we play Searcy tomorrow night, which that's a huge game for us because that's the other 6A school that we go over into our district tournament with. So there's still a lot to be played out. But it's just exciting night in, night out. We've got some good teams that we're facing.
Explain to us this new conference that they've developed it's only for boys and girl basketball.
Correct.
Does it affect baseball?
It does, but I'm not sure. Which
how it falls.
How it falls.
But it has affected the Bombers and Lady Bomber basketball. So explain to us who's in that conference now.
Well, next year, as far as basketball goes, they're hypothetically taking away the 6A schools. So instead of having your traditional 16 6A schools, they're taking the next 32, and that's going to be a 5A. So we're going to be playing in what they call a 5A conference, but we're in the second highest classification.
So be a 5A1, 5A2, like they do in the lower.
Well, it'll be 5A, and then you'll be divided into. We're in the 5A East.
Okay.
It'll be. Of course, Mountain Home, Searcy. We've got West Memphis, Marion, Jonesboro, Nettleton.
So what difference
Greene
does
County.
it make?
Well, Greene County, they're just expanding more. They're including 5A and some 6A schools.
But is that going to help with your travel issues?
Oh no, it's.
Why do it?
It's still going to be. I think it's probably going to help a lot of other schools, but it's not going to help us much. But that it didn't matter if we went west, if we went east, we're still going to travel just because of our location of where we're at.
No man's land.
We are. We're we're right, north central Arkansas, and it's just, it just takes a while to get out of here. But
the land that 3A forgot.
Yeah, the AAA has forgotten the good old Mountain Home Bombers.
They have, but we're thrilled to go to the east because I feel that's the better basketball.
So
part
they pulled
of
us
the
from
state.
the west amongst the Fayettevilles and the Rogers and the Bentonvilles and all.
Well, that was
Springdales
that was kind of our option of, now we wasn't going to be able to go to, you go to northwest Arkansas, that's where the majority of the 7A schools are, but we were looking at either going east where we're headed or going over and playing Siloam, Greenwood, Russellville, kind of going more west, southwest.
Mm-hmm.
But and it could have went either way. But we're thrilled to be back in the East. Just I feel it. Basketball means more over there. I feel we're going to face, the top talent in the state. Night in, night out. Now that makes for some more challenges, but I think it makes for more quality practice times, and when you're able to gear up for who you believe are some of the best teams in the state. So,
are you healthy? Or getting there?
Well, we are getting there. It's fingers crossed. We've been lucky to not been hit with this flu bug. Now we got one young man that's went down, and that's kind of been every coach during this time of the year has always got their fingers crossed and hoping that thing doesn't hit you at the wrong time, and that's always a concern. But health wise. We got our two young men coming back. They're getting healthy from the knee injuries. Garrett is he's probably around 75%, I'd say. And Luke's a little further behind him. But it just every day is just a better day for these guys. And
Luke is
Luke Jackson.
Okay.
Luke got cleared. Let's see, a little over a week ago.
So how do you avoid the same injury after they come back? Knee and ankle, I would think, would be pretty devastating.
Well, absolutely. Well, first off, these guys we have doctor's orders that we follow whatever those doctors say. And, once you go through a rehab, they have physical therapy. And even with that, you're always still monitoring, where they're at and how their progress is, and that's that. Once they go through, of course, both of them went through surgeries, but we follow doctor's orders and probably more strict, than what we should. Well, I'm really careful with these guys just because I'm seeing big picture here, and the most important thing is quality of life after basketball. So you just there's a lot of factors that go into that.
There is life after high school.
There is, and we talk about that all the time. Like that, this is more than just winning basketball games. We're trying to teach these guys how to be young men, how to be productive citizens of the society, be good fathers, be good husbands, and that's our number one priority is who they are after they leave our program. It's not about winning, just about winning games. I think that's part of the process, but we're trying to teach a lot more than just basketball itself.
Teamwork, sportsmanship.
You bet, absolutely. A lot of great things that's why I went into coaching. I felt it's my opportunity to kind of give back through the things that I'm passionate about, but just try to make an impact, with as many young people as I can.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you come to Mountain Home from?
Well, I grew up right outside of Batesville, the Batesville area. Went to a small school. Actually went to Batesville up until junior high, and then my parents and I, we moved out to Cord Charlotte, which is now Cedar Ridge, so it was a small school, graduated in 97. So I grew up, not too far from this area.
Graduated in 97.
Well, the first time I'd ever been to Mountain Home.
I was out 31 years.
First time I'd ever been to Mountain Home, we had a regional tournament at Norfolk. Norfolk had a really talented team. We ended up playing them in the regional finals. Unfortunately, they beat us, but we stayed a few days here in town at the Ramada Inn, where the Pizza Inn is. Where I remember staying there. They had a Western Sizzling there at the time. And I remember coming for shoot around at the gym and seeing the Bomber plane. So that was the first time I'd ever been to Mountain Home, was, kind of up here for basketball. Now, of course, I graduated from Arkansas State, and that's where I met my my wife, Mindy, and she's a teacher here at A-State, graphic design teacher, and she's originally from the Viola area. Mm-hmm. So, we started into our careers and was in kind of eastern Arkansas. I started at Palestine Wheatley, was there for I was there for my first 3 years, and then I was at Timbo Mountain View School District for 2. And then I went back to Palestine when I got married, and Mindy went to grad school at University of Memphis. So we were living there, and we had kind of done some traveling, for jobs and stuff. And I told her, next move we make will be for you. So you just kind of figure out once she got her master's of where she wanted to teach at. She had a couple of opportunities, and Arkansas State was one of them. And it just kind of made sense, we was looking at it of really, where do you want to raise your kids, about the quality of life, why are we making this move? What we felt best was to raise a family, and it really became a no-brainer. So we come up here and actually came up here just kind of on good faith, just of feeling it was the right thing to do by my family. And didn't have a job, not at the school at least. I was going to be looking into medical sales, and they had a coach leave, and it just so happened Coach Gould was one of Mitch's junior high coaches. Mm-hmm. I said, well, and I heard that he was leaving. I said, well, give me his number. So he put me in touch with Mitch Husky. Mitch happened to be coming to a team camp at Forest City, which is right down the road from Marion where I was living. So him and I went, and I come over to his team, where they're playing and everything. And for her first game, I'm sitting there, and Coach Husky, he calls a timeout, and he's fired up. He's ripping into his point guard, and during summer, and I was like, hey, I can come work with this guy. And it's been, and it was a great blessing. Mitch was extremely respected in the state as far as basketball knowledge and everything goes, and just a lot of great people around, and it just kind of worked out. After him and I met, it was just the right fit, and everything is just kind of.
Don't you love when pieces fall into place?
Well, and I'm a firm believer. You stick to your laurels, and that's just kind of what happens. I mean, you make the right decisions, and things all happen for a reason. So. We're very, very blessed, very happy to be up here.
We're good. How much time we got for a break?
We can go 2 more minutes.
Take it now if you want.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the feeder programs that feed the Mountain Home Bomber basketball program.
I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances, and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business, and God bless. Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and SteadyForm. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike, and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, "I should have done it years ago."
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
$7:31 on this Monday, January 22nd. Bob Recktenwald Sports. Bob?
We're back live with Coach. I don't even know your first name.
Josh Fulcher. Joshua David.
I've just called you Coach Fulcher for at least a week.
Well, I appreciate, even calling me Fulcher. A lot of times you just get the coach. And
now I always get I'm a little more respectful than that, Coach. Even when I'm torqued up because we don't have candy bars in the booth, we still throw the coach out there to you.
Hey, they're not doing a very good job if they're not taking care of you on the candy bars.
We've got to talk about these candy bars now that they've been brought up here.
Bob and he's the announcer for Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night Bomber football. I'm the scoreboard operator, and we got pizza all over Kingdom Come. Where's dessert?
Yep. Hey. We did bag last time, and they did bring us something. But.
And Scooter comes up. Well, Jerry will come up and scout.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what happens is they always send these new coaches. I think it's a punishment. Go deal with Recktenwald and crew on a Monday night, and if you can make it through there, you might have a chance to survive.
That's part of the process of how
the initiation program.
Initiation. Can these guys handle a basketball season? First, they got to handle a football season with you guys.
If they'll make that, they can make anything.
So when a new coach comes in, just beware of Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday in the Bomber press box.
But Dale, in the this will be my 23rd season this year. I've seen a lot of coaches come and go.
Oh yeah.
Yep, sure enough.
And we're on our second scoreboard now.
Anyway, we wore that scoreboard out that we had for a long time ago.
Man.
But Coach, tell us about what feeds the high school program. Now I know there's junior high basketball and there's 7th grade basketball. What's before that?
Bet. Well, right before they come in, of course, I want to give out, our assistant coaches and our junior high coaches. Coach Brad Morris, he assists me at the high school. Our 9th and 8th grade coaches are Cody Wilmath. He's the head coach of our 8th and 9th grade Bombers, which both those teams are doing very well.
16-1 is what I read. I thought.
And let's see, Calvin Henry. Calvin Henry is his assistant, which Calvin is he's a past Bomber. He played for Mitch Husky. And then, in our 7th grade program, Roddy Patrick. Roddy's been here a long time. Yep. And Coach Killian, So we've got a lot of experience there with our youth group. But before that, we have Top Flight is our feeder program.
Oh, that's Tommy Knight's program.
Yes,
yeah.
And it's every good program it all starts at the elementary level. I mean, and the main thing and getting the kids interested, teaching the core values and the fundamentals of the game, but getting the right guys in there is always important. So we're always looking for good help. We've got great help within that program. But it's kindergarten. We start practicing really once school gets started. We're practicing, a month into school, and we're practicing each group for 10 practices, and then they go on to we'll have travel teams out of there. Right now they're kind of in their travel season, and But that's where the foundation of any good program is you've got to have a very good elementary program, a feeder, a peewee program, what a lot of people call them. But our elementary program is top notch, and we're starting to see kind of the benefits of that since that's been started when Mitch Husky was here and started.
Now, does the City of Mountain Home still have a youth basketball program?
They do. They do
a recreational league.
They have a rec league. The Soul Sneakers.
Well, that's through the church, but
yes,
doesn't
through
the city do one also?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know the exact answer to that. If they're still doing that,
I think they do. No, we're right in the middle of Soul Sneakers right now. We completed week 2.
How many kids?
264 this year.
264, and that's grades.
Oh, I'm going to say pre-K4 because we have got special basketball goals. We bring, of course, we play the shorter court for the smaller kids.
Sure.
And I know at noon we bring the southern east-west goals all the way down, and we have special goals that lock in on top that bring it back down about another 8 inches. It's a lot of fun to watch those little bitty kids play, but I think it's 4 or 5 year olds, noon or 1 o'clock that start.
Wow.
That program, yeah. But they're taught the techniques, the basics, and it's fun to watch those kids learn to dribble the basketball.
It is,
they're working at it.
And there's a lot of joy in it. When you're at a small school, which that's where I was at before I came to Mountain Home, you essentially are the Pee Wee program, and I started one at Palestine Wheatley because I knew the need of that, and really when you don't we're very fortunate to have such strong people involved with our elementary program, but it's so important. But when you start doing it, you're thinking, I've got your season, and same thing at Mountain View or at Timbo was after your high school season, you had Pee Wee season, and but it's a lot of fun. Now you're teaching a different level of basketball, but it's still basketball, and it's really fun, and just kind of get to see the joy and the maturation process of those kids. At any level, you're still making an impact on a young man or a young lady's life, and that's just kind of what we do. We just do that through basketball.
So, as the head coach of the Bombers, are you over the whole basketball program? Or are you just over the high school program?
I'm over 7 through 12.
7 through 12.
Yes, that is my umbrella per se. Now, one thing we have coaches meetings, and there's a lot of things. The core values. Now, what I like is I like my coaches to coach. We have certain things that we want to follow, some certain things. Kind of building these guys in layers per se. But there's certain things that we want to be continuous all throughout our program. But we also I want the individuality of each coach to kind of shine through as well. And you'll see some differences on, maybe if it's some inbounds hits or different things. So, each coach, we want them to grow as well. And I think you're able to do that whenever you're able to put in your own input on your team. So,
but core values are the same, or
our
hope
core,
to be the same.
Yes, absolutely. Well, our core values is, number one is that young man. That's the first and foremost person. So we're going to do everything that we can. No matter what the situation, we want to put what's best for them. And that's why we invite parent meetings. I mean, that's because we any adversity, we look at it as, hey, it's a chance to grow. It's a chance to, at the core value of it, it's our young man, the student athlete that's at the center of this, and we want to be able to reach him and coach him to the best of our ability. So first and foremost, it's about that young man and doing the best that we can for him, and what kind of person that they're going to be when they leave our program, character, a lot of character building, and then you add on kind of the building the layer, the basketball player, and certain steps as they come through.
But then once you build that talent, you have that word scholarship that kind of starts floating in the back of your mind, and so there again, once you build your player and build that character, there is a chance of scholarships.
You bet.
Which is a big
and
plus.
and we've got we've got a couple of seniors. We've got 2 seniors on the basketball team, and both of those seniors, you know, and David.
You have 2 seniors period on the
2
basketball?
seniors period, and you know, this senior class, you know, they've just the numbers have never been there after their junior high year. But we have 2 seniors, and they happen to be our 2 biggest guys, David Waymeyer, and which, you know, everybody knows him. He's a big football guy, and Garrett Deachy, you know, and Garrett's coming.
Don't know him.
Garrett's coming back. He's our guy that really, you know, you talking scholarships. I've been contacted by about every small, you know, Division II school in this state about Garrett. You know, mainly how's he recovering from his injury. And then several schools outside of the state, you know, on his availability, you know, of whether he wants to play, you know, and even, you know, several junior colleges are looking at him as well, you know, and he's been offered, even while he was injured, North Ark come in and they say, hey, we want to get in on this kid early, and they offered him as much as they could. You know, here's your full ride, and they wanted to first let him know that they are sticking with him no matter what. You know, they're not going to see how he recovers from his injury. They've already seen enough with him. We've been over at camp over there, so you know, they know what kind of player that they're getting. They know what kind of program we have, and have really liked the guys that we've sent over there, and guys that played in our program before. And even David, you know, we're over in Van Buren tournament, and I got a phone call from coach in Mobile, and you know, interested in, you know, what's his interest in coming and playing basketball for us. And so, you know, you put in the time, you put in the work, and you know, you get seen, and it's all about getting seen at the right time. So, you know, we do have a couple of guys that are in our program, 2 seniors that do have an opportunity to extend their education through basketball. So that's a very fortunate position to be in.
It kind of scares me. We've got 2 seniors. How's the junior class look? What size is it?
We've got our junior class, sophomore class. I mean, our numbers are great.
They're coming back.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got 20 guys on the team. Currently, right now, we're going to be losing 2 next year, and then we're going to be bringing in, you know, 10 to 12 kids. So we're looking at 30 kids on a basketball team. So obviously, we don't have enough uniforms. But that's a great problem to have. Yes, numbers, even with having a smaller class, our younger classes have, you know, our numbers are great, and you know, and you're bringing up some groups that have come up that have played a lot together through top flight, coming all the way up through their 7th, 8th, 9th grade years, had a lot of success. So, and this, you know, we're playing a lot of juniors right now, and you know, with our sophomore group, we got another deep group. That group work. There's a lot of great things about these guys. They work really hard, and I've seen a lot of improvement out of these guys. So it's just, we're just kind of building this thing, and numbers are great, and the future is bright for sure.
Good. Controversial. What do you feel about dual sport athletes?
Oh, that's not controversial at all. I mean, we want our guys playing as much as they can, as much as they want to. We fully support that. Now, I would say we're probably just about all of our guys are dual sport athletes. Now, we only bring in a couple of the guys play football, but we have a ton of guys that are spring sports guys, baseball,
track.
Track, soccer. We got a lot of soccer kids on our team, and you know, you find some of those. First thing, you know, one of the major things I knew about Mountain Home is the baseball here. You know, baseball, these kids, you know, they've had a lot of success. You know, it's really big in this town. And so, you know, one of the things that I had to learn was, how do you coach an athlete that he's probably in his maybe 2nd, 3rd favorite sport possibly, and ask them to spend the amount of time that we do. You know, we put in quite a bit of hours. You know, we practice on the weekends, practice on Sundays. So how do you recruit to that player? How do you get them to buy in? And it's been, you know, just a great process of how to do that. So yeah, most of our kids are, with the just exception of like one or two, are in they all play another sport. And a lot of them, probably basketball is their second sport. So, yeah, that's, you know, cross training is important. You know, you see studies all the time. You know, Urban Meyer, which everybody knows, you know, is a big time college football coach at Ohio State. You know, he's of all the dual sports that he dual sport kids that he recruits. You know, I think you know, over 80% of the first round draft picks were dual sport athletes in high school. So I think it's important to cross train. I think it's important to be coached all year long by other coaches. I think that's important. You know, kids that are looking at scholarships. You know, who else have you been coached by? You know, because those are important when you're putting thousands of dollars, you know, on a high school athlete to come in and represent your school.
Coach, we've got to go to break. We appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in this morning.
I really appreciate you guys having me. I feel big time and lucky to be here with you guys. And I want to thank you too for all that you guys do. You know, all the years that you've been involved. But you know, I've only been here 5. But you guys are top-notch guys, and I appreciate all the help that you guys.
We'll be back this year.
You betcha.
Not a problem.
I'm going to hold you to that.
We'll be there.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
Thank you much.
All right.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
7:50 on this Monday, January 22nd. Appreciate the coach being here. That was a lot of good information. I'm glad you brought him in.
Well,
Good
you
job.
know, it's the goal of this portion of the show is to keep people aware of what's happening around the community, but not only Mountain Home, but if we've got coaches all the way to Yellville or down to Mountain View, anybody who wants to come in, all
Come
they've got
on
to do is
in.
contact the TV station, and we'll get you on a schedule. Come in and visit about what's happening in your world, because I think it's important to give them some exposure. You know, we've got a junior high team that's 16-1.
Wow.
We've got a girls basketball team in Norfolk that is, the only game they lost was in a tournament in Mountain Home against the number, I want to say within the top 10 in the nation in that tournament. That's the only loss
In the
they've got.
nation?
Yeah. Yeah, that team they lost to in that Bomber tournament was nationally ranked. And, you know, so I'd love for those coaches, and I'll do my best to contact them and get them in here so we can visit with them, talk about, give them a little praise for what they're doing. It's been a long time since the Mountain Home Boys Bomber basketball team has been tied for first place in anything, you know, and I think it's only right that we look at that. Jerry, I know that your daughter is involved in our wrestling program as the manager of those boys. Can you share with us how they did in Little Rock on Friday?
Well, Little Rock, it was a, what do you call a dual meet? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's duels. What you're doing is it's team versus team.
So they don't really get placements in that event.
No, it's not like a tournament where you're shooting for first as individuals. It is about collectively the team points.
Your team
Right.
will versus another team instead of me wrestling you and I'm the winner, you're the winner, however that works.
You get points for your match, but it's all based going towards team points and overall.
So I understand we went down there with 6 voids, 6 zeros
we
right
had
off the
6
bat.
holes right off the bat.
But I haven't heard on how the overall match came, but it doesn't sound very favorable.
It wasn't very good in Little Rock. My daughter didn't speak very favorable of that. But next day we went to Berryville, and I believe we placed second. So.
No, we took first.
No, actually, the
did
Bombers ended up winning
Yeah.
the Berryville Invitational Tournament by beating out second place Springfield Glendale.
Wow, that's awesome.
By 6 points.
Which is impressive because you're still talking about having them gaps. So you've got kids that are
Age
not
gaps?
wrestling. No,
Weight
I'm talking
gaps.
weight
Oh,
gaps.
weight gaps. Okay.
So we've got 6 holes that we don't have full. So you're talking about every match you wrestle in a tournament gets you a collective amount of points for your team, and having 6 gaps, that means you got less wrestlers coming to the tables than the other teams, and there was 11 teams in there, and so your what you've got left in kids have to produce. I mean, they've got to get to medal rounds in order to achieve anything on as far as the team standings. And I believe we had 2 first place.
Well, I was just going to say, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Riley Peters, took first place in the 170-pound division, beating his opponents from Glendale and Conway. And then Owen Kraft, he got a bye in his first round, but he won his semifinal round and ended up winning his championship against Rogers. But congratulations to the Mountain Home Boys wrestling team. Do we have any girls this year?
No,
No
we
girls
don't have any girls wrestling right now.
Congratulations to those teams for pulling off the win at Berryville. The Norfolk Boys bowling team. You find my little sheet on the Norfolk Boys bowling team. That's before we get off the bowling. Hannah Pfeiffer has signed to play for College of the Ozarks. We want to congratulate her.
She is one of our refs and one of our scoreboard operators for Soul Sneakers. And 3 or 4 times on Saturday, we brought her out to center circle and let the folks know of her 1,000 career points as a Lady Bomber.
1,000 points.
Yep.
Let's see here. The Mountain Home Bowling team picked up a couple of wins last week. Last Wednesday against Berryville. They went to Berryville and beat them at Batesville, and picked up the local wins here. Caitlin Kill bowled a 224. Emily Belt bowled a 205 in the boys' side. The boys won their match 9-4. Dylan Linker was the top bowler for the Boy Bombers, and they bowled a 199, and Jordan Anderson bowled a 170. The Norfolk bowling team hosted a Norfolk Invitational tournament. The boys did not pull off the win in their own tournament, but I believe they came in second place. The lady, what is it? Norfolk Panthers. The Lady Panthers picked up the win by 49 pins over Southside. Izard County was third, and Flippin finished fourth. The Lady Panthers were led by Maggie Anderson with a 155 and a 143, and Macy Dillard shot a 155. The boys' side, Izard County finished first, and they won that by 144 pins. Second place was Norfolk. Southside came in third. Flippin came in fourth. Norfolk was led by Russell Salyer, bowled a 183 and a 170. Dawson Gray rolled a 175 and a 168. And Kobe Jowers bowled a 169 and a 149. And they will, in turn, bowl Concord at Driftwood Lanes this coming Wednesday.
I've heard of Concord. What part of the state?
Concord is down by, if you go by Wolf Bayou to Heber, you turn left instead of turning right.
I remember now. Yeah, I was down there 2 weeks ago.
When you went and picked up the
mixer
mega board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Junior high basketball. Like I said earlier, the junior high Bombers are now 16-1 after topping Harrison 48-30. Matt Jones pumped in 24 points for Mountain Home in that game. The 8th grade boys won 34-25. Dodge Harris scored 12. Reed Ellison scored 10. The 8th grade Bombers are 5-9 on their season. Let's see what we got for junior girls. Junior girls came back and won their game. 15 points scored by Annie Norcross and 12 by Caden Jones. The 7th grade girls lost both their games in the Branson tournament, falling to Branson and Nixa. The Cotter girls lost to Jasper 37-28. Cotter won the 7th grade match 16-12. That's a football score.
It is.
Yeah. Yellville beat Green Forest 37-22. Izard County split their games against Viola, and we're running out of time as the man slides his phone over and says, hey, look at me.
115.
Yeah. Folks, there's a lot of sports goes on in this area.
Support your teams. Cotter, Flippin, Norfolk, Mountain Home.
You know, the Christian Academy, believe it or not, they've got a basketball program for their students. They're doing pretty well. They beat, I can't remember who they played. Ozark Christian Academy in West Plains. They beat their opponent 82-30.
That's good.
So again, we invite you to come to the station, check us out over here, give them a call, support your local teams. These kids' only glory for putting in all the time and effort is to know that there's somebody's mom and dad sitting in the stands cheering them on.
Yep.
I don't care if it's a basketball game, a baseball game, a softball game, a tennis match, which I don't know about tennis, a tennis match, a wrestling match. These kids look for your support.
Yep.
And what else have you got to do?
Sports teams, Yellville, Flippin, Cotter, Norfolk. Mom, give us a call.
Gainesville,
come on down. Bakersfield.
That's all I've got.
Time to wrap it up. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us today.